My name is Annie, and welcome to the Walking Word, where we go through the Holy Bible in a year as part of discipling. We are currently in the book of Joshua, chapter 23, where Joshua is giving his final plea to the Israelites as he's transitioning. And we're just coming back from chapter 22, where we saw a big drama happening between the Israelite tribes that were Transjordan versus those were the eastern ones that didn't cross over because they had built an altar and they named this altar Witness. And I promised to find out what witness meant, and that is Eddie. So the name of God as a witness, Eddie, was the name of that altar. Now we're in chapter 23, and let's see Joshua's bidding. Many years later, after the Lord had given Israelites rest from all their enemies round about, I really love that. When God gives you rest, He gives you rest round about. When He had given them rest round about them, and when Joshua was old and advanced in years, He summoned all Israel, including their elders, their leaders, judges, and officers, and said to them, I am old and advanced in years. Now, this is Joshua speaking. You have seen all that the Lord your God has done for you against all these nations, for it has been the Lord your God Himself who fought for you. Bear in mind that I have apportioned among your tribes as their heritage the nations that survive, as well as those destroyed, between the Jordan and the Great Sea in the west. The Lord your God will drive them out and dislodge them at your approach, so that you will take possession of their land as the Lord your God promised you. Therefore, strive hard to observe and carry out all that is written in the book of the law of Moses, not straying from it in any way, not mingling with these nations while they survive among you. You must not invoke their gods. Don't worship their gods. Don't worship their gods at all. Do not invoke their gods or swear by them, or serve them, or worship them, but you must remain loyal to the Lord your God, as you have been to this day. At your approach, the Lord has driven out large and strong nations, and to this day no one has withstood you. One of you must put flight to 1,000. One Israelite, one believer of God, has the capability of putting 1,000 down. Okay? Because it is the Lord your God Himself who fights for you. You're not the one fighting, as He promised you. Take great care, however, to love the Lord your God, for if you ever abandon Him and ally yourselves with the remnant of these nations, remember, not all the Canaanites, not all those Perizzites, Hivites, not all of them were completely done. Some were left, but as they were left as slaves, and therefore also inherited the culture of the Israelites because they were now living among them. Okay? Take great care, however, to love the Lord your God, for if you ever abandon Him and ally yourselves with the remnant of these nations while they survive among you, by intermarrying or intermingling with them, know for certain that the Lord your God will no longer drive these nations out of your way. Instead, they will be a snare and a trap for you, a scourge for your sides and thorns for your eyes, until you perish from this good land which the Lord your God has given you. Today, as you see, I am going the way of all men, where we'll all go one day, and that is the path of the next life, the eternal life. So now acknowledge with your whole heart and soul that not one of all the promises the Lord your God made to you has remained unfulfilled. Acknowledge that everything He promised, He has delivered. Every promise has been fulfilled for you, with not a single exception. But just as every promise the Lord your God made to you has been fulfilled for you, so will He fulfill every threat. Everything He told you not to do and the repercussions for it, be sure He'll deliver them, even so far as to exterminate you from this good land which the Lord your God has given you. If you transgress the covenant of the Lord your God, which He enjoined on you, serving other gods and worshipping them, the anger of the Lord will flare up against you, and you will quickly perish from the good land he has given you. So God has an inheritance for you, and all he wants you to do is follow a couple of instructions. Otherwise, it's just you choosing your own detriment. Chapter 24, there's an exhortation of God's divine goodness.